When it comes to art, I do a little bit of everything, from fine art and illustration to sculpture, and most notably special effects. I like to combine all the forms of artwork that I do and ultimately create things that can exist, to actually bring them to life, you know. So that's one thing I find fascinating about special effects and makeup effects, is that you can create impossible things that you know, technically don't exist. But last year I competed on Sci-Fi's Face Off. Competing on Face Off was one of the coolest things. It was the most stressful experience of my life, but at the same time the most fun and ultimately the most rewarding. So, you know, it was just a lot of things. You know, growing up, I was so heavily influenced by the movies that I liked. Pretty much all the movies, it turns out, that I really liked, Stan Winston had a big part in those movies. And growing up, seeing that, I was able to intern for him 8 months before he passed away. So that was a very pivotal moment. But also, you know, growing up on stage and in the theater, you know, always drawing and painting since I can remember, and absolutely loving Halloween. Went to school for illustration, mainly to work on, you know, anatomy and visual storytelling, which are things that I like to make sure I bring into my sculpting and special effects. Spectrum is, you know, it's like the Academy Awards for illustrators and sculptors and artists. It's, you know, it's something that kind of, it rewards the artist and gives them something to look forward to in a world that, unfortunately, you know, plays down artwork. You know, we all went to high school. A lot of the whole thing where, you know, they tell you that artists, you know, you can't be an artist because you'll never amount to anything, and it's just something that's really sad to see in the society. You know, everybody kind of looks over them, so it's nice to see kind of this collective of support that the artists have for themselves, and as well as other people who are fans of the artwork, and gives them an opportunity to really shine and to be in the forefront, and that's something that's really cool. A couple of years ago, I got into Spectrum for the first time with life-size sculpture of Boris Frankenstein. Today, judging a bunch of awesome artwork, and you know, it's really cool to get that opportunity. It's such an honor to be able to see all these amazing pieces, and the hard part is having to select things to go inside the book. But you look for several things, you know, everything from composition, as well as, you know, being able to read that visual story without having to, you know, question what it is you're looking at. But also, I think finding things that are new and haven't really been seen. So, you know, that you tend to fall upon seeing a lot of things that you've seen again and then again and again and again. So sometimes the pieces, you don't have to necessarily look at them or look for them. A lot of times they just jump out at you. So, but, you know, I think the biggest thing is just to push yourself. You know, one thing that I've been trying to, a mantra that I've been trying to incorporate to my work is just never being comfortable, and just constantly pushing yourself to find that, to be better with each new piece that you do. And, you know, it's looking through a lot of the artwork, you can see which artists are not comfortable and which ones that are. And it's ones that aren't comfortable that you can see that are continuously pushing themselves and just constantly growing. So that's I think the cool thing.